Alrighty. Good morning. Good morning, people. A little early today. Morning, Ronnie B. Good morning, good morning. Good news, guys, good news. The portfolio is complete. It is complete. And the equity curve looks magnificent. It looks beautiful. Also, did post a little trading schedule. If you guys didn't see that, little schedule for the week. Morning, WFS. So yeah, no live Thursday, Friday. Hanging out with family. Little trip with my dad, so doing that, and then working on the SBS update. Like it's pretty much finalized, but we are working on organizing the new licensing system. So as soon as that's done, then we will do the update, and hopefully like this sometime this weekend, right? Yeah, it was good. It was good. How was your weekend? Pretty much just chilled most of the weekend. Watched the Super Bowl last night. Turned off the Super Bowl once the Eagles were up like 30-0, pretty much. Nice. Busy news week this week as well. But next week, I am going to watch my girlfriend's swim meet in Atlanta, Georgia. So I will only be live, I think, Monday. And that's it. Probably just Monday next week. And then that's it. So I'll still be active. I'll post YouTube videos, stuff like that, but yeah, probably just a live stream or something. I'll be posting some more info this week, next week, over the new portfolio, the botfolio product. And yeah, it's all coming together. All right, do we think the market's going to pump or dump today? Let's do the analysis and then do a little poll. So above us, we have this Fair Value Gap, which isn't a gap down. It's just kind of is because it was moving so fast, but I'm interested in this area. So this is 804 all the way up to pretty much 900. So that's 90 points. Pretty much just interested in this first 10-20 points to see how we react. you know, like right in here. 830 also, I mean, we had that marked out last week, and if I pull back the chart, you can see how we rejected 830 over here like 5 times. We bounced off of it multiple times, right? So 830 is a key level. To the upside more. I'm not too interested in these, but we'll see if we get there, right? To the downside, a lot more potential to the downside. Like there's less support, right? Really, I'm interested in, I like this. If you could maybe get like a dump through 750 in kind of a wick that hits this tiny fair value gap right here, you could see a nice little reaction from that, but a real tight stop loss. For yeah, that move back up. Not real interested in this 758. I'd be more interested in 750, 745. And then we got quite a ways of room down, besides like the 700 psychological level, until we get to this. This is a big block of fair value gaps, high time frame and low time frame. So this would be of interest for sure to watch for reactions somewhere here. Really, this whole thing's pretty good. But obviously, we would be looking for more of this top end. So 642 down to like 615-ish, 620. That's an interesting area where if we do move down there, the bulls would definitely need to see that hold, right? That's pretty much it there on the analysis side. So yeah, pretty much areas I'm watching are 804, 745, 750, and then 642. Do a little poll. So I have no idea. I think there's obviously the chances of us going lower are good, right? Like, let's be real. There's a much higher chance of us moving lower than higher right now, right? Well, Tesla's at 350. Crazy. Tesla's been dropping pretty steadily for a week and a half now. Meta's gapped up though. Yeah, that's nice. Except usually when we gap up, we actually move back down and fill that. So, okay. Nvidia already filled that. That's good. A lot of unfilled gaps, which makes me think we might want to move down at the start of the day. Obviously, I have no idea what direction we'll actually go. I would like to see us move up, as I think most people would. But yeah. $700 is a pretty key level though. You can see right here. This is just from overnight. It's, yeah, definitely watch that level. I feel like all of you in here just whatever way the market's going overnight, that's just what you got. You guys just always think it's going to continue in that direction. I'm going to say we're going down this morning. I hope I'm wrong, though. And that thesis of going down is based off of these equities. They gapped up. They might want to fill that. So Meta might want to fill it. Microsoft might want to fill it. Might want to fill it. Yeah. AVGO maybe. Apple maybe, right? So potential for those to be filled. And then that's pretty much it. There's just less support, I think, for a ways down, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. SBS, we are running 400 risk per trade. On everything, we are using 60 tick trail with a 45% profit trigger and a 1 frequency on all 4 charts. Yeah, that's, I guess, all you need to know. Everything's on MNQ. So I just said the settings, Lawrence. I can show you, but it's the exact same things I just said. I don't change my settings really ever. So these are the only settings you need there. I guess with the that's it. That's on all 4 charts. Yeah, we don't change the settings really ever, so. Also, that Notion checklist I made, if anyone's confused about what stuff is, I made this for the group, alright? Click on the Notion checklist, and then this will pop up. Alright, this will pop up for everything you need, alright? Literally explains everything from prop firms, installing, right? Machine ID, set up charts, put pictures in there, arrows, you should be fine. Bot setup here. So pretty much everything you need with bot setup in here. I explained everything. You can read it all. All right, took some time on Friday to do that. I explained what stuff means, how to properly do stuff, right? Right, there you go. Check it out if you are relatively new. Okay. Yep. Spent a few hours putting that together on Friday. I figured that'd be a little potentially easier for some people rather than following videos. They just go through a little checklist or, you know, something like that. So should be easy to follow. I even put stuff in there I didn't have to about how to set up your prop firm in NinjaTrader, which the prop firm tells you how to do that anyway, but max risk 600. You need to decide your own risk. So the risk per trade, that's up to you, and that should be based off of your account size. So if that's your question, I would ask what size account you are planning on trading. I can't tell you guys how to manage or run your accounts, so. Yeah, so I mean, just think about that a little bit. So 50K account, if you're risking 600 per trade, if you lost 4 trades, you would lose the account. So does that make sense? Probably not, right? So I always say, if you want to be real safe, to act as if you have to lose 15 to 20 trades in a row, because there'll be days where you lose, or just a whole week where you're in drawdown, right? This strategy's for the long term, right? So 50K, if you want to be real safe, I would do like 150 risk per trade. If you're on an eval, you want to do some more risk because you don't care too much, then I would say 200 to 250 risk per trade if you want to be a little bit riskier on an eval. But again, that's my OBS disconnected. We're dumping. But yeah, I would say 150 risk, be safer. 200 to 250 risk for a little higher risk. Alright, well, how's everyone else doing today? Drop a little vote on the poll on what you think the market's gonna do. Again, my prediction was we moved down for the morning. I obviously always hope we move up, but I do think we move down. Again, for people just joining, the levels that, oh, there's 750. Remember what I mentioned here at like the 745? I mean, pretty close to open. Oh, so that might end up playing out. Remember what I said here? Do something where you have a tight stop, even like 5 points. About if we get a dump into this, while holding that level. Good morning, Aramir. That'd be awesome if that played out. I mean, that's kind of a good prediction. Didn't really expect that to happen till the market opened, but that was one of the areas we were watching right there. Yeah, what a play. So yeah, we mentioned because of the 750 key level and then overlapping gaps here, I was going to watch for a dump into this, potential wick out of it, and that ended up playing so far. Not for much, like 6 points, 7 points, maybe 10 points at some point, but so yeah, areas I'm watching right now. 804 up to pretty much 830. So just right here. And then pretty much just this to the downside. 642 to like 615. Right? Really the only areas that interest me as of now. Okay. So market opens in just a couple of minutes. Everyone drop a like as you're rolling in. I'm going to give all of you a little sneak peek right now of the new portfolio equity curve. Okay, I'm not going to give you any more information on what size account it was ran with, okay, or anything, okay? Just a little sneak peek, and I will make a video probably maybe later today or tomorrow over more of the details. Let me grab the all right. Let me make sure I don't leak anything here. All right, there you go. So that is the equity curve of the portfolio. So again, I told you guys it'll have years of data. So from 2012. Yep, this is for TradeStation Airmere. This will be live cash accounts only. So yeah, this starting from zero made about $2.4 million. This is, again, very high-end coding software. It's very high-end developer. I can't even talk about that really. But from 2012 to 2025, it's made 2.5 million, right? That's the equity curve, right? No more than like 15 to 20% drawdown at any point. So that's kind of just that. It'll swing trade, it'll day trade, there'll be stuff in there. But that's it, guys. So, and that's for the cash accounts. But more info on that soon. But that's a beautiful equity curve. So, good morning, TJ. How was your weekend? All right, guys, markets are now open. Okay, so we got 2 minutes till SBS. We'll start taking some trades. Good morning, Tom. Busy? Busy, TJ? What'd you do? Just busy running around, or? Nice. Office man cave. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that. I just did that here like 2 weeks ago, a week ago. I was not a fan. I get fed up really quickly. So we just rejected this fair value gap here. That would have actually met the strategy requirements. Didn't like it. It was right on the open, but overlap gaps, top outside the Bollinger Bands. I mean, that would have been good for 20 points already. So, but you know, I mean, look at that 8 right back up.
Order filled.
Oh, I need to
Order canceled.
turn this volume off. Ben wanted me to test something today, so if anything looks weird, that'd be why, right? This candle looks so funny on the 1 minute. I don't know why. It's only a very tight range trade, but looks like we're gonna end up winning that. We came back in to this gap, could have taken another short, and you'd be up about 15-20 points again. Couple opportunities right on the open, according to the Joey strat. Real close. All right, full target, so 573 already to start the week. On the 1 minute chart, we got an entry right at 932, and I mean, that was pretty much as perfect as you can get for a 1 minute trade. I mean, also just look at that. 30 points. Oof. That's literally as perfect as you can get for a 1 minute. Nice and quick, only took 2 minutes. Usually does not happen on the 1 minute chart. You know, usually takes a little bit longer. But pretty choppy so far. No real movement. All right. So, pretty tight opening range. Already got one nice win. The others, we have a potential short on the 32 and the 15 second, which looks like they are different trades, but right now we're testing VWAP. It does look like we want to break through. The equities currently, Nvidia is rolling up pretty strong. That is the strongest stock so far this morning. I'm pretty sure Nvidia is actually the only reason we're holding on for life right now. Holding VWAP. Again, this is what I'm looking at right now. So Nvidia, pretty much the only reason I think we are holding on. Everything else kind of choppy or down, right? Well, Apple's also going. Didn't see that, but Tesla dropping pretty hard. We are in that 15-second. I think I said that. I don't know. Ooh, there comes the sun. That is bright. That is bright. May throwing the lighting off in here, huh? Let me close the blind a little. We are in a 1 minute short again. "15 seconds, stop this out." We are retesting those fair value gaps from the open currently. Tesla's dropping even harder. Apple's dropping. Nvidia's starting to reject 132s or high 132s. So we could see a fade from here. Still in this 1 minute. We are rejecting those open highs, as I mentioned. Is ES dumping right now? Oh my gosh. I did not notice that ES is dumping. Okay. So big divergence there between ES and NQ. So yeah, that's as soon as if NQ starts to turn lower, ES should pretty much plunge. Nvidia storming higher, 133.5. ES if ES starts to turn back to the upside, NQ should pump up pretty good. And we're in a really tight range right now. In a really tight range, like 20 points, 15, 20 points, pretty much. Morning, Scott. Morning. Yeah, yes. Big divergence. Nvidia almost at 134. That is literally the sole reason we are holding on right now. So if ES can turn around, NQ should hit that 804 level, which we were kind of mentioning in the pre-market before the market opened. So yeah. So yeah, if ES pretty bearish, so if ES can hold VWAP and bounce, NQ should continue higher. Nvidia pretty much, again, if you look at these 6 equities, pretty much the only reason NQ's not moving down, I'm sure. So if that starts to roll, then I'm afraid to say this will roll as well. Potential long 32. We're still short that 1 minute. Got 40 people in here, 10 likes. Try and get a few more likes on the live stream, please, and thank you. Yeah, really no range or no volatility so far this morning. There we go, 15, 16 likes now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just sitting sidelined on the manual side right now. ES continuing lower, breaking through VWAP currently. That's weird. You don't usually see this big of a divergence between the ES and NQ, which makes me think we could be seeing a big move coming soon. Maybe 10 o'clock. You know, I don't know. Maybe 10 o'clock we see something. Yeah, it definitely is lame right now, Scott. I think we might see a big move soon though. 10 o'clock, there's some low impact, which is Cleveland Fed inflation expectations. But who knows if that's actually low impact, because last week there was medium impact that was bigger than NFP. So that could spark something. I mean, that's in 15 more minutes about, but yeah, my only real area of interest right now is 804. Okay. Pumped right there. And pulling back. Got real close. We hit 798.5 right there. I want to see how we react from the 804 if we reach to it. If we don't, then obviously we don't know. Tesla rebounding slightly. Nvidia, nice bottom wick. Meta just kind of doing inside bars right now. Hit like 802. Not quite 804. But you can kind of tell how we might want to react from it already. So we hit 803. Hit 803. And then we pull back. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be that kind of day. tapped in 804, hit 806. Looks like we might be continuing the bullish. ES is bouncing off VWAP. Nvidia continuing high day. I mean, it's looking decent. It's just we are in that big overlapping fair value gap right now. Pretty interesting morning so far, let me tell you. ES, not doing a whole lot. Meta is dumping. Meta's finally turning down. Nvidia is continuing higher. Big wick right now on Apple. Tesla low, moving lower. Meta moving lower. ES moving back down to VWAP. Nvidia is the only thing holding us on right now. ES kind of bouncing off VWAP. Nothing on the 48 or the 32 as of now. Yeah, ES is kind of bouncing off VWAP, which might help NQ continue up. And it's just Nvidia. Nvidia's really helping. All right, so just past that eval that I started like a week ago. Just trading that strat that I made a video on. We're dumping currently. Can show you the trade. I had a really bad fill, almost stopped out. Stop was like right there, and then right here. All right, so this was the trade I just took manually. The gap started at 804. We kind of hit 804. I entered on this candle. I just got a bad fill at like 799.5. I think I should have gotten a long right there. On the 30, did you guys get MNQ 32 range right there? I think I should have gotten long. Ben told me to test out this new file that he tried something weird on. Anyway, that was the trade, but you guys should have gotten this, I think. No, you didn't get it? Okay. I was just thinking, Okay. I didn't know if something was messed up on my end or something, because it looked like that would have met the criteria, but we're dumping. We are dumping. Not what I want to. I really like to see us continue upwards. It does look like it. Something must have, excuse me, not met the criteria, right? One minute's getting a lot of trades this morning, and the only reason for that is because we're so choppy and cite at such a tight range that on a 1 minute chart, I mean, that's just what happens. I mean, when you get a normal, I would say a normal morning, usually we expand so much that you don't see quite the pullbacks you need for the 1 minute. And 1 minute can thrive in these kind of trading conditions, but I mean, so can anything, any other chart. But it is not the best, in my opinion, to trade in these conditions, just because of how unpredictable and choppy it is, right? So the poll was 68% of the people say we're going to go up today, 32% say down. My prediction for the morning was we move down, and I would say technically from the open we're up, but I don't know. I do want to see us go up. Just my gut was telling me we'd go down. This 1 minute is looking pretty good. I think we do hit first TP here. I like how ES is double bottomed. Okay, I don't want to jinx it. We're not going to hit first TP. Nvidia strong. We'd like to see that continue. AVGO, real nice bullish candle, nice engulfing candle on the 5 minute chart. Meta is dropping, but you know, as I predicted, filling this gap. So we might see Meta turn around as well. Might have just wanted to fill that gap there. Microsoft not close to filling that gap. Apple also not close to filling that gap. So again, I think we have a lot more potential for some downside. I really only chose that we would go down for the morning as my bias because of the equities. They gapped up. I don't know, I thought we might pull back. ES did pull back. NQ has not. But ooh, look at this. On ES 30-minute chart, there is 3 equal lows on the 30-minute. That could be key. So ES might want to take out that level. You guys should probably mark that on your chart for ES if you're looking at ES. 6062.75 or 0.5. 6062.5. Look at this 1 minute chart, man, just pure garbage. Can't hear it anymore, but news about the unicorn. Yes, I do have news that he's helping me, or he's gonna help put together a document for me. He did a lot of testing. Yeah, he's gonna help put together something today I think, or tomorrow, just as soon as we can, and then I can share it to the group. I know it's taking longer than I expected, but you know, back testing is not is not a fast process, right? But you know, there is no true unicorn in trading, right? But the equity curve looks really good. Yeah. No problem, Oliver. So yeah, the eval I started, I did just pass this morning. I'll show you guys the stats here. I'll just screenshot it so I don't somehow show info I don't want to show. So here you go. Risk about $200 per trade on every trade. So yeah, this day right here, literally just nothing worked for me, which is fine, because that was over 6 trades, right? So today, 1 trade, $500. This day, 2 trades, only lost 180. 2 trades made 700, right? 2 trades, 660. So you can see risk reward good with this strategy. These were the other stats. Let me see if anyone cares. These are the other stats here. Best trade was 980. I went 2 contracts on that. Every other trade was 1 contract. Worst trade 530. Average winning trade was 396. Average losing trade 195. So about a 2 risk reward there. Average trade duration 2 minutes 46 seconds. I made a video about it like last week, Jules, for the public on YouTube. That's what I talk about with these gaps and everything. That was manual trading on the 1 minute chart, off of, I mean, the stuff I share about on live stream pretty much every day. I started that during the last FOMC, which is on the 29th of January. So about, it was at 9 trading days to pass. I don't usually rush the evals to pass, especially if I'm testing out a strategy and stuff like that. You just have to look up Senpo Trading on YouTube. I'm not affiliated with them. Look up that on YouTube. Brings you to their Discord. I don't want to necessarily give them free promos. You can also, for everyone in here, you can also pass evals using the SBS Autotrader. Okay. It's literally just a fair value gap indicator, though. You could manually just draw them out, but I like the indicator. It's like, it is like $350 or $400 though one time, and that's just for one platform. So it's kind of expensive. Oh my god, my stomach is rumbling right now. Jeez. Alright, we might be looking for a new high day. 1 minute's looking beautiful there. We're up 40 point. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, watch for potential another short here. So I mean, I can't really short, but I mean, we're shorting, you'd be shorting into strength. That's why I always keep tight stops on these trades. This is a paper trade, but this is the same kind of idea of the trade I took over here, right? We're coming into some overlapping gaps, right? We're outside the Bollinger Band. Wow, this trade, just beautiful. We hit 8, we got 1 tick away from this full TP. Oh my gosh. 1 tick away, guys. But yeah, same idea on this trade is, again, come into these strong overlapping gaps. We're outside the Bollinger Band, so usually we would retrace back inside. I always put about a 10 to 15 point stop, pretty much 10 every time. That way, if it doesn't work, you're not only losing a couple $100, and there's a good chance for a good risk reward, right? Like this right here, just back to the midpoint would be a 2.2 risk reward, right? If you just wanted a 1-to-1, I mean, that's easy. Put that like right there. And that's your 1-to-1. Right, there you go. That would have been $200 right there. So that's basically the same exact idea of what I just did over here. I did get a poor fill though. The ideal entry would have been like 804, 10 point stop, and then you exit a little earlier or something. But that's all right, that's all right. Anyway, that is all. So if you have any questions, you can DM me. But yeah. You passed 12 evals using SBS, TJ. That's impressive. Honestly, that's impressive. So we got, are you kidding me? I didn't even realize, but we got 1 tick away from full TP here. TP was at 818, we hit 817.75, and then we stopped out in profit. Still a killer trade. I mean, we made 40 points on it. 35 points. You can never complain about 35 points, right? You can never complain about 35 points. So, bad news. The equities look like they're rolling over, mainly Nvidia. This is kind of what I'm looking at. Kind of looks like we're doing this, fading out, and then we're gonna go like this, straight down. That's my prediction. But we did fill the gap already, so that, I mean, that's good. ES is looking good. That's what we needed. Is the market wants to go up, ES needs to recover. So the 9 a.m. high is at 60.87. The 9 a.m. high on NQ, pretty much down here at 791. So we're already decently above that. Again, kind of outside the Bollinger Bands, into these gaps. Short, look for 10, 20 points. Holy smokes, remember that 830 level? Oh my gosh. 830 key level. In overlapping gaps outside Bollinger Band, I wouldn't really be shorting this random pop, but just demonstrating the idea of it. That was crazy. Crazy awesome. All right, so if we can hold above 830, I mean, we would be looking pretty good. Yeah, if we could hold above 830, guys, that's going to be looking really, really nice. So there's the expansion move. Didn't I mention this? That we'd probably see some expansion around 10? You guys remember me saying that? Because I think I did say that. And this is 10 right here. And now we're expanding. These candles are getting bigger. NVIDIA though, I mean, NVIDIA's still sketching me out. So this could be fake out potential. I don't know. ES took out the 9 a.m. highs. We'd want to close above the 9 a.m. highs, but yeah. 830 is a key level, so we did reject that a lot the end of last week. So yeah. Now also, if we take a look at the range charts here, we can see that there was most likely some sort of algorithm buying here, because we went from right here at 815 up to 840. And if you look at the timer, this was at 10:05.23, or in 23 seconds. And then like a tenth later, and then another tenth later, and then half a tenth, and then a couple hundredths. So there's most likely some sort of algorithm buying right in here. So you could mark this out. I mean, you'd want to see us hold pretty much above this zone, okay? You could mark that on your chart. That's always key to kind of pay attention to, is if you see a big jump like that, check like how long it actually took. And the range bars are really good for this. Like, see where it says, I mean, it's pretty small for you guys, but this says 10:05.24.149. Then this one says 0.150, then 152. So those, a lot of orders happening right here within 100th of a second, right? So that's just a little hack for some of the newer people. Pay attention to that kind of stuff. All right. NVIDIA, prove me wrong. Is it just a bull flag? Ooh, I don't want to mention bull flag actually. Last time I mentioned bull flag was Friday, and it looked pretty much just like this. And then we broke out of the bull flag, and then the whole market crashed. So I'm not going to speak that word anymore. So I'm going to end the stream in 5 minutes because I do have a meeting at 10:30. And I need to get set up for that. But it's been I mean, not the most eventful day, right? For SBS, there's no 32 range trades, which pretty much, I want to say pretty much never happens. But the 1 minute did pretty good. 15 second, again, I never really promote the 15 second. It's more of there so we have some live stream fun, right? Like if someone ever comes to me like, hey, what chart should I use? I will never say the 15 second. Can make money really fast, can lose money really fast. You don't want that. You want something a little consistent, a little more consistent. Also, with this strategy, with the gap strategy, it does work better on range days or rangier markets, right? Like when you're getting consistent uptrends, like this, you probably don't want to be shorting just because the chances of us holding a big pullback, right? But like right here, it did make sense because we were pretty much chopping all morning. So I expect if we're chopping and you get a random pump outside the Bollinger Bands and hit a gap, good chance we pull back. Or we're chopping like over here this morning. Kind of choppy, right? I mean, this isn't too big of a move. And then we get a random dump. This is a quick dump, pretty good size for pre-market. Hit a level outside the Bollinger Band and we pull back in. Same idea, right? $850 psychological level we just rejected from. Again, we want to hold the 730s down to 715s pretty much. All right, guys. A little bit shorter of a stream today because I do have a little meeting, but we're gonna end it now. It was an okay day. I mean, nothing crazy, right? Not our craziest day. Again, schedule the rest of the week. Live tomorrow for Tuesday, live Wednesday, no live Thursday, Friday. And then that's it. So have a good rest of your day. Be safe out there. Trade smart. Okay. And I will see everybody tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, guys.